Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the third lecture of the topic. The topic name is 3Cs and augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR in e-commerce. So first, we need to discuss about the 3Cs of e-commerce. You know, the 3Cs means, according to the BMT Micro, has been explained about that the 3Cs like content, community, and commerce, also known as the 3Cs process. So the content, community, and commerce are the building blocks of a successful e-commerce site. And the content builds a community that establishes a credibility to generate a sales process from your website, from your e-commerce website. And that the consumer also rely on these three factors when making purchasing decision. And over the last few years, the consumer's path to purchases and has drastically evolved beyond the cart, and having a beautiful website and a bug-free checkout is no longer enough to keep customers' attention and loyalty. The three C's are what successful online businesses are using to distance themselves from their competition and satisfy their customers' needs. So, what about the content? You know, that the selling your product and services with inspirational and valuable content that's relevant to your target audience. That's also called, we can say that, the content marketing. And the content on your website, maybe that the static or dynamic website or e-commerce website, must be interesting enough to get visitors to the website, that only the people will stay and come back again and again. The goal is to make your content fit your target audience context, and rather than making it a one size fits all, they ends up by being a right for one. And one of the most important things to understand is that not all content has to be designed to create commerce. So we need to consider about the community. So creating an online environment and strong following around your products and brand values. Oftentimes site visitors that are unfamiliar with your business will look for validation and recommendations from your brand advocates. This is what makes interactive communities such as discussion boards of rooms and some of the forums, social media, chat rooms, and discussion list, and some of the email newsletters a major tool to build your business. If done properly, an interactive community can also add content to your site. The next one is commerce. So building a better user experience with the actual offers and revenue generating streams of your website. In the age of e-commerce personalization, consumers reveal much more about their preferences, shopping history, and so on. But the challenge is to use that the information to drive more relevant user experiences and understand the customer's context. This means knowing customers' location, their interest, and where they are in the purchasing process. So that is the process we need to understand about that. The utilizing the three C's will set an online business for your success, and you need to know your audience and be a trusted source of information, and combining content and working together with your community and commerce can change the way you communicate with customers, create a strong brand identity, and build a loyal following. So okay, next one is we need to understand about the e-commerce 3.0 between augmented reality and virtual reality and others. This is a very good and important topic for all, because upcoming years we need to concentrate people maximum they will concentrate about that the purchasing through the augmented reality and virtual reality purchases through online websites. With AR and VR, like augmented reality and virtual reality and e-commerce, we have officially entered to the phase of e-commerce 3.0. The reason is why that brands have changed the way they process and sell their products and services. On the other hand, the purchasing process by users has completely evolved. Today's consumers expect to have a real, personalized, and multi-channel browsing and buying experience wherever they are and whenever they want, and therefore it's very crucial to be able to build a very strong and lasting connections with the customer, so that they continue to choose the brand and encourage other users to do so as well. So, as I have explained on a yearly presentation about the e-commerce 3.0 is very characterized and differentiated from the past by being flexible and highly customizable. It must be able to accompany the user on the path of choice and purchase, recommending the products and services that the user's individual needs and make them feel at the center of interest. And we know that every single product or service must be accompanied by photos, videos, reviews, and a detailed description about the product. And in case of need, we need to mention here The customer must be able to count on a competent and helpful support services able to resolve any problems regarding the purchasing decision, a location mentioning, or request in a short time. We know why use augmented reality and virtual reality in e-commerce. This is a separate type of industry like in information technology or software basis. So we need to understand first one is thanks to augmented reality and virtual reality because e-commerce is evolving and transforming into virtual shops that look like the real ones. Where online shopping is more and more engaging and able to keep the users on the website, simulating a real shopping experience as if you were in the physical shop. That's why the augmented reality and virtual reality in e-commerce allow breaking the barrier and obstacles between a physical and virtual space through increasingly immersive immediate reality experiences we can get from those type of options and which are very useful for consumers. So these type of modern technologies can change the way reality is perceived by the user and the passive applications are many. The use of virtual and augmented reality in e-commerce is a differentiating element in the optimization of the shopping experience, going so far as to make this action a moment of entertainment and fun. Why? The reason is why that, and with augmented and virtual reality, it is not only possible to replace products and 2D images with 3D models, and text, additional information, and assistance, but it is also possible to create a real virtual avatar that has the same physical characteristics as the user and can wear clothes in real life. It is not only in fashion, however, that we see some changes, but also in different sectors. Augmented reality can make an important contribution to decision making. So indeed, this technology allows the user to see objects in different contexts of use before purchase, reducing possible returns and making it easier to choose the products and its characteristics. So all this is possible simply by using a smartphone, by pointing the mobile phone's camera where you want the chosen product to appear and then view it from a different perspectives we need to analyze here. You know that what are the benefits of augmented reality and virtual reality in e-commerce? So the main advantage of augmented reality and virtual reality applied within an e-commerce website are improve the online shopping and the choice experience because it's a more interactive mode and it's immersive and personalized level and faster choice process resulting in more sales in a shorter time frame. Online experience as close as possible to the real one with the real virtual stores and the touch points. And next one is more conscious shopping, a less margin of error in consumer choices and less number of returns, and possibility of simulating the virtual version of the product being worn, and such as clothing or makeup or in one's own home environment, as in the case of furniture, visualizing even the smallest details from possible different angles. So why are brands moving closer and closer to augmented reality and virtual reality? We need to explain some of the examples of the company which is they have understanding the process about that the augmented reality and virtual reality. The first one is a Snapchat, and Snapchat has arrived and carried out a study called the future of shopping conducted by Foresight Factory in 12 countries globally to provide an extensive picture of the shopping landscape at this point in time. So according to the Snapchat report, the use of augmented reality in commerce will increase by 2025, and as a consequences, it will also directly support sales. From the analysis of the 2021 data, it is predicted that in less than 5 years, there will be a 27% increase in the proportion of Generation Z shoppers who will use augmented reality before purchasing a product. So leading a scenario in which almost 3 out of 10 Generation Z will shop using augmented reality. So that they especially among the main motivations for consumers to use the augmented reality and virtual reality in commerce is the possibility to see how products might really looks. Maybe that's 37%, and seeing them in 360-degree 34%, and understanding the exact size 34%. So in the case of furnishing and the possibility of visualizing the products within the chosen environment, maybe the 28%. So the different brands that integrated augmented reality and virtual reality into their e-commerce add several benefits such as increasing the brand awareness, differentiating themselves among competitors, a perfect meet the needs of the new generation Z, collect more consumer data. So, what are the examples of brands that have integrated augmented reality and virtual reality in the e-commerce? You know that the many brands are giving their space to augmented and virtual reality. So, we can say some examples starting from the Nike is experimenting with augmented reality by creating Nike Fit, because the Nike Fit is a new feature that will be integrated into the brand's official applications, which and by scanning your foot and shows you the most suitable size of the shoe you wish to buy. According to Nike, more than 60% of people wear shoes of the wrong size. The company hopes that to solve the problem using a combination of computer vision, which recreates the an appropriate size model of the reality mode. That's why the scientific data and artificial intelligence algorithm, the process of identifying the right fit will be carried out in augmented reality directly by the smartphone. So all with extreme simplicity. And second one is a Burberry. Burberry has launched a new augmented reality shopping tool that allows users to get a better idea of a product's features before buying it. And by searching for the Burberry Black to TB bag or other chakra trainers on a smartphone, shoppers will be able to see a digital image of the product at scale in comparison with objects in their own reality. Next one is we can say some examples for Sephora. Sephora has introduced the Live 3D with the facial recognition service in its virtual artist applications, and one of the retail sector's first experiments in augmented reality. That's why the virtual artist allows a user to upload their own selfie onto the application and virtually try out various Sephora products, all by editing the uploaded photograph. The new versions, which has been a huge success with the public, allows you to see yourself as in a minor in real time and motion, observing the effects of cosmetic products from different angles. So, generally improving the effectiveness of the tool, thanks to the development of this new function. Sephora now differentiate itself in the market by being able to show that the virtual image in motion and in real time. So that is a main reason virtual reality and augmented reality will forever change the way we interact with the modern technologies and the technology transformation and the reality which we are embedded. This is an important process that every company will have to use to keep up with the times. Okay, my dear students, I hope you have enjoyed the third session. Thank you once again, and thank you all.